Jujutsu Kaisen, the most peaceful anime slash manga of all time. With Gojo getting sealed, Toji coming back causing mayhem, Maki getting cremated by him, my goat Choso putting Yuji to sleep, Sukuna coming back bullying Jogo, Toji offing himself, Megumi summoning Mahoraga just for him to get mutilated by Sukuna, Two-Faced Nanami getting popped like a balloon, Nobara's face exploding, Yuji and Todo jumping Mahito before him getting cooked by Geto, the greatest character in JJK's existence, Yuki, making her appearance, and Kenjaku leaving with Gojo, all in the span of season 2. Surely season 3 will be nice and calm, with a chance for us to catch our breath and just enjoy the moment, right? Except of course, they already start out hating, with the Jujutsu headquarters announcing they view Gojo as an accomplice in the Shibuya Incident, meaning he is expelled from Jujutsu society. They trying to make my guy go inform the Akatsuki, but also they say any attempt to free him from his seal is a crime, meaning now we have to put all our faith into, I don't even know. Everybody either dead, depressed, or evil. These niggas are cooked. Especially because they also say the death sentence on Yuji is back on, and Yuta Okosu is the executioner. They starting this season out real depressing. That means it's gotta be Megumi's time to shine then, right? And speaking of, now we head over to the Zenin estate where some random who's definitely gonna be irrelevant named Naoya is hating on my demon Maki, saying she should just get the moderate treatment and die, simply because he cannot handle all that. And keep in mind, Maki is like 16, and Naoya here was alive when LeBron James was in like middle school. Damn. Yeah, focus on your taxes, Unc. Leave the kids alone. But he does claim that he'll be the next head of the clan, and seemingly on cue, right at that moment, Nabito, his dad, kicks the bucket. And so now, Lil Sakamoto here tells him that in his will, it does indeed say Naoya is the next head of the clan. And not only that, he gets all their cursed tools too. Bro just got one of the greatest loot drops of all time. This like randomly finding a gold scar back in 2018. But it's only if Ogi and Genichi approve so. And since he was just rage baiting him 30 seconds ago, he is probably not getting that shit. But more importantly, because of the vow to Toji, if Gojo dies or is incapacitated, Potential Man will not only be taken into the Zenin clan, but also installed as his head. And all assets will instead go to him. And of course, Nepo baby Naoya does not like that. Look at his face. And he for sure gives me school threat vibes. That man Megumi is beyond cooked. And since he can't let this slide, Naoya asks where is Potential Man, finding out he's on a mission to find Yuji. And so, even though it's supposed to be Yuta's job, unlike y'all, he decides to fill out the application himself, saying he's gonna execute him. And Megumi too. Damn. The entirety of Team Gojo finna be wiped off the map. If it wasn't for Yuki, I'd stop watching this shit right now, because I know she's never getting packed up. But speaking of, we go to check on Yuji to see he's having World War II flashbacks of the absolute chaos that just went down in Shibuya while Sukuna was playing in his body. Freaky ass nigga. And you can just really feel the depression in this sad ass room he's in. All he's missing is some lucid dreams in the background, and the sadness levels would be maxed out. But luckily for him, big bro Choso is here by his side to help him get through this sad moment. Because that's just what ghosts do. No way he'd allow his little brother to pull a Shisui. And so instead of going back to Jujutsu High, they decide to head out and take their anger out on some curses. So we see Yuji making the clap, drawing some curses to come speeding in as he dips off. This is some master baiting right here. But as he's running, the green one comes booming down onto the bridge, got the whole thing waving and twerking. Before eventually we see this junk is at a 90-degree angle straight up in the air, and yet Yuji's still running up it. His shoes got more grip than a fat holding a burger. But he goes leaping into the air where of all things a damn flying squirrel pulls up, making Yuji go full gymnast, loading in about 4 flips to charge up and blast this demon to smithereens, sending neon guts everywhere. Shout out Uzi, got it looking like New Year's up here. But then as Yuji's falling, he gets snatched by the curse from earlier, taking him on a trip through the city, like how Blonde Blazer did me in Dispatch. Good times. Before Yuji just rocks his ass, popping his freak and squirting grape jelly everywhere. If Phantom was here, he'd probably start floating over just from smelling this. But now Yuji looks up to see this chopped Cyclops swinging down and smashing through the wall. But since this is Yuji Itadori we talking about, that weak shit is not finna work as he smoothly dips out of there, hitting an elite Spider-Man landing. Bro look like he need to be in the Ginyu Force. But as he goes running away, we see him getting followed by a mob of curses, looking like everybody in school when you open a pack of gum. Now all of a sudden you the most popular nigga of all time. So as Yuji goes running through a tunnel, we see the Chop fan club is hawking his ass, acting like they haven't eaten in weeks. This how rappers be chasing after Ruby Rose. No way it can be that good. And so this is when Yuji calls out for Choso. And in the darkness, we see that red beam load up because King Von has arrived. As the curses all get sniped and blew to pieces. Had them things lined up like it was a Lily Phillips vid. So now Yuji blitzes past Choso, who look like he down here taking a nap. As yet another curse, I guess, just spawns in right after Yuji ran past, is back here caught back ready to rock Choso out of nothing but pure hate. Because he don't even got a mouth to eat him with. Except right on cue, Itadori pulls back up and rocks his big ass and it gets tumbling to the ground, marking this as a successful ore farming session. The faith Choso had in his little brother to not even give this thing the respect of a look is truly astounding. My GOAT has done it yet again. And since he's such a W mans, he even lost something to Yuji, pretty much calling him Kratos and saying that he's like a war god. But as they both stay here just ore farming way longer than they need to, someone instant transmission glitches onto the bridge, mentioning how Yuji shouldn't be so out in the open since, you know, he does have a death warrant out, making Choso immediately take it as a threat. But luckily for them, he just tells them he's gonna break their legs and that'll be all. What a nice guy. As he now just spawns in behind Yuji and with this calm, evil smirk on his face too, you already know he's up to no good. And since Yuji is still facing the wrong way, he gets backhanded, sending him into the handsome Squidward. Yet he still had enough control to throw a kick that Naoya smoothly dodges as Yuji goes stumbling back. Went from being called a war god to 2 minutes later getting pimp slapped by a misogynist. Look at him back here too. You got him feeling himself, Yuji, fight back. But not letting that slide, Choso comes rushing in just to get that James Harden special as Naoya appears behind him, leaving Choso with the face of constipation. He fighting more than just curses. And once again, look at Naoya's face, bro. Oh, I can't stand this nigga. This is the type of guy I'd fake being a Make-A-Wish kid for. But I just know Choso got me. He finna work this bump. I wish I had an outro, bro. I'd end this shit right here, right now. Ain't no way that junk was canon. This gotta be a fan animation. He hit Choso with a 24 hit combo in the span of 4 fucking seconds. His neck finna be looking like a macaroni noodle. And the worst part is, it ain't over. Because Naoya steps on his foot and pieces him up with one hand. And wait, hold on. Was this fixing his hair? No, hell no! Choso, bro, please. You can't go out like this. Please, Choso, I need this. In 2 out of my 3 JJK vids, I have glazed you, and this is how you get done? I'm sorry, bro, but this might be one of those things that'll never let me look at you the same. I'm low-key heartbroken. And hearing me, he decides to lock in, catching his arm, coming in with his own punch that again gets dodged and again sets up a counter. But luckily from a distance, Yuji is ready to third party, throwing a rock of all things that disrupts Naoya's combo, sending him glitching out of there. And we all saw what a regular rock did to Kakashi, so a rock thrown by Captain Japan Yuji would have blew his shit smooth off. Would have been no Burrow all over again. But now, everyone gets the chance to reset, with my GOAT looking utterly defeated as they try to figure out his technique. And this clown Naoya got the nerve to say he's underestimated them. Man, I would slap this nigga. They ain't even touched bro yet. I should have known when we first saw him he'd be a menace when he's fighting too, and not just with old people and teenage girls. But after he says this, we just see the city go purple and they are shook until Yuji says that the demon Gojo is back. Let's go! That's what I'm talking about! Finally, somebody to humble this privileged old man as he turns around and we get the reveal of Satoru. Yo, who the fuck is this nigga? Yo, Yuta, why are you standing like that? They had this fire-ass ominous music playing. I thought I was finna see something like this. But nah. He's gay! I'm not gay. Of all the poses to hit and this is what you choose? Bro heard Steel Ball Run finna drop and decided to represent. You know what? I'm not even mad at it. As he jumps up and comes booming down, destroying the map for no reason other than just the flicks. Like everybody here not already terrified. And of course, this bitch Naoya immediately folds, telling bro, Daddy chill. I'm on your side, you really twin for real. Also confirming to Yuji that this is Yuta Okosu, is execution. So while Naoya keeps yapping trying to avoid that belt, Choso tells Yuji that they are running. He knows they do not stand a chance. But instead, he says he'll stall Naoya since he's a speed type and that Yuji's gonna have to worry about escaping Yuta. Because if not, he will die fighting him. And I am so sure he only chose this plan for the sake of Yuji and is definitely not scared of fighting Yuta himself. And so, Yuji dips and Choso blasts off, instantly getting that jump block, and Yuta is already on Yuji's ass. Yeah, GG's chat, this shit is over. These got the best reflexes of all time. We had a good run. As Naoya even tells Choso that blood manipulation is low-key ass, and he is for sure about to pack him up. And meanwhile, we see Yuta standing over Yuji with the sword inches away from his face, until Yuji kicks up out of there, setting himself up to get the Gojo treatment, before surprisingly getting away without a scratch. But Yuta says he's sure he cut him, before going pressing in where Yuji's putting on a weaving clinic. Got bro striking a pose on Yuta's sword just to show him how it's done, before going right back to weaving, not even getting touched, before deciding, and that's enough of that, getting on top of the sword and jumping all the way up here. So Yuta seeing this is like, oh word? Watch this, young blood, as he uses his curse energy to platform up and go blasted through the building, sending Yuji rolling on the ground like a stunt double, leaving Yuta to walk up and just stand up here looking down. And just zoom in and look at him. Bro is flexing every muscle he got. Buddy, you are not tough. Relax your shoulders. Before he then jumps down and tells Yuji he even has more cursed energy than Gojo himself. But since that industry plant has the 6 eyes, he's so efficient with his cursed energy, it doesn't matter. And now, since the lesson is over, he lunges in, getting weaved, but still keeps on pressing before Yuji blocks with his foot, letting Yuta come down on a wide open Yuji, ready to slice that leg smooth off. And Yuji know it too, that boy is stressing. So much in fact, he gets a vision of Todo meditating, looking like Wimby with the monks. As he says the better the sorcerer, the harder it is to read the flow of their cursed energy. Meaning, you can't predict their attack until the very last second. And as Yuta smacks him, he realizes, with Yuta's cursed energy, that don't even matter. Every single attack can be the finisher and all the damage he takes can be reduced. He truly is a monster. So being a smart man, Yuji dips as Yuta slices a car in half while Itadori flies through a jeep, even looting a knife while he's there and wasting no time equipping it. As Yuta just jumps into the air for absolutely no reason other than, of course, to show off the cake. Except suddenly, we see him up there looking like a demon with a crazy attack loaded up, while Yuji tries to imbue cursed energy into the knife and blocking at the very last second. Except even after that, Yuta whispers in his ear, "That ain't your game, little man. Stick to the left-right combo." Kneeing him in the gut, making him come back in, and we see the knife shatter. But it can't get much worse than that, right? As now he shatters with a fat cut across the gut as an homage to his teacher, while Yuta's sword goes into the ground, gets broken, making him instantly retreat. So now I get it. He's a merchant. You had him off guard since he focused on the katana, yet you chose to duck? You can't really box for real, can you? And I guess Yuji realized it too, because now he starts pressing. But unfortunately, the allegations against Yuta are true. Because suddenly, a giant hand comes out of nowhere beside him that just starts caressing Yuji, and this man is absolutely petrified. He don't know what to do. And unfortunately for him, there isn't anything he could do anyway. As we see Yuta put his sword to his chest and pierce his heart. Meaning this is now the second time he's died. And Sukuna can't do nothing but chuckle. Evil ass nigga. But now it's time to check on the other two, where we see Naoya come flash stepping in with a look of straight glee and pure evil on his face. I need this nigga to catch a Sasuke combo expeditiously, but instead he rocks Choso, sending him splattering against the wall, already looking like the soul got knocked out of him. Till Naoya comes unloading on his guts, doing all types of rearranging, until he cocks back a left hook and smacks this man's chin. But since my goat got max durability, he not even phased, and just throws his own right that gets weaved and lets Naoya smack him right back into the wall. And sadly, for what seems like the 18th time in just these 2 episodes, Choso starts to get absolutely and utterly mutilated, eating so many damn punches you think his ass was at a buffet. And all while Naoya is having the time of his life, before once again Choso booms into the wall, this time going falling down. But Naoya like, nah nigga, come here, smashing his ass, blowing the entire pillars back out. And after that, what do we see? Naoya just standing here, head tilted to the side, thinking he's just oh so tough. And at this point, I don't even think I can hate, man. This is actually getting ridiculous. But Choso still gets back to his feet, making Naoya start hopscotching with excitement. Bro think he Goku, until he just vanishes and is nowhere to be found. Till suddenly, Choso spins with the hook, getting nothing but air, as this psycho Naoya gets his punch blocked before dodging Choso's follow-up, ducking down about busting out of his skirt, and goes right into Choso's diaphragm. But this time, he starts bleeding, because turns out, this lame ass done brought a knife to a street fight. My gosh, I can't stand him. Soon as Choso start holding his own, he wanna switch classes like it's Call of Duty. This really a D1 bum right here, man. And y'all can't even be mad, because even he thinks it's lame. He knows he a front runner, but he doesn't know what he's done. Because we see the floor flooded with blood and he shook, making him dip. Before out of nowhere we see a wave come crashing through the tunnel, making Naoya have to run for his life. And not only is it just a wave coming at him, no. He also gotta dodge these lasers too. And since he is not able to handle all that, he eventually starts to get overwhelmed. But then the blood disperses and he's left here alone, seeing that his legs feel heavy and sheesh. I wonder why. But across from him is Choso with his hands up and locked onto his target. But Naoya is not giving up yet, going blitzing towards him, except Supernova has already been set in place. As they all go spazzing, tearing this jump up. And eventually, we see Naoya down on the ground on his hands and knees, cooked. But I gotta give him his props. He was going crazy. But regardless, of course, Choso came out on top. And now, he's ready for the finisher. Until from out of the shadows steps Yuta Choso, dragging Yuji. And without hesitation, he smacks Choso, knocking him out in one blow. Shout out Ash, as he now offers to heal Naoya, but in return, he has to tell the higher ups that Yuji Itadori is dead.